Good morning to you. Monday morning, fresh start. Make sure you start it as you mean to go on. You always want to get out of the blocks fast and you want to get out of the blocks hard because it sets up the tone for the rest of the day. But of course on a Monday, it also sets up the tone for the rest of the week. So you want to start as you mean to go on. First thing this morning, got my car getting valeted, super duper. Someone outsourcing that. He's out there doing that while I'm working in here. I'm also going to meet up with the lovely Michelle Power later, who's been helping me edit some copy for a book that I've been working on for some time. She's also going to help us with some other copy for some other bits and pieces we need in our business. So here's my message for you first thing this morning, and that is to understand the power of outsourcing, the power of using other resources. You only have so much time, you only have so much energy of your own. There's only so much you can do yourself. You have to utilize other people's skills. The problem you've got is when you're starting your business out, you don't have the money or the resources in order to hire these people. So you've got to do what you need to do for yourself to fast track yourself to a place where you've got some capital to spend so you can reinvest it in other people's skills and other people's time so that you can continually focus on the aspects of your business, the sales, for example, the marketing, the delivery, the stuff that truly delivers the capital returns. The more money that you make, the more money you can reinvest the back end to get more people to take more of these jobs off you or to do some of the tasks that you haven't got the time to do yourself, so that you end up building this machine, you build this momentum where you get to grow your business. But it starts first and foremost by you having to do what you need to do to the activities that return the highest rewards financially for your business. Then you get to be in a position where you might have someone at the front valeting your car for you, someone else come in to do some copy for you, somebody else you hire to do your marketing for you, somebody else you hire to take care of your day-to-day membership issues, someone else to develop software for you, and so on and so on. What you'll find is that this growth begets growth. It's that hard part initially, it's really hard, where you have to do what you need to do. I say 100k, right? That's got to be your first target. Get yourself to 100k, then you turn that corner, you reinvest. That's what's going to get you to $250,000. From $250,000, you're going to have to put some money into more people, more resources. You're probably going to have to hire some full-time, at least part-time staff. That, coupled with systems and processes and planning and routines, is what's going to get you to the $500,000 mark, $1 million and beyond. Anyway, that's my little message for you first thing. I'm just going to dive into the barn and do a few bits and pieces. But what a glorious day. Here, let's backtrack. What a glorious day. A little bit of cloud, but it really is like having a second shot of summer. And I'll be working out here most of the day anyway, so there you go. I like that, a little bit of entrepreneurial freedom. Anyway, make Monday count, make the morning count, get out with a bit of a boom. And remember my message: if you've got the money and the resources right now to do it, invest in people to take those jobs on from you that are bogging you down, but also taking the jobs on that are going to also increase the capital that you can make in your business. You need to be focused on the highest revenue generating tasks in your business. You need to outsource as much as everything else and get on that curve. Get on that curve. Anyway, I'm going to jump in here. Have an awesome day. Check in with you just a little bit. Okay, just had an awesome meeting with Michelle. Really love what she's doing for us, really helping us out. I'm not much of a wordsmith. I'm great for content, I'm great for ideas. I'd like to think I'm pretty good at delivering those ideas and speaking and running sessions. However, I'm not the greatest writer in the world. I never was, and that's why I'm using Michelle to really plug that gap in my game. Anyway, I'm going to jump in here, grab some lunch, and then we're going to get on with the rest of the day. Hope you're having a good one. Hope you've been successful. Hope you've been productive doing whatever it is that you are doing. I'll check in with you in just a little bit.
Eventually.
Okay, so that afternoon went super quick. It's already in dark, it's like 7 o'clock or something, and the nights are already drawing in. Autumn is beckoning. Anyway, we've got some really exciting stuff, unfortunately none of which I can really share with you right now because it's all a little bit in limbo, but talking to people about some really big speaking opportunities later on this year. Also some really exciting developments we've got in the business. Unfortunately, I can't share them right now. However, I promise you, once I'm able to share them with you, you will be amongst some of the first to know about this. Talking about the autumn nights starting to roll in, and it's starting to feel very much like the end of summer. We're starting to really start to wind the engines up here to really get going. And it reminds me of a metaphor I share with everybody in business. And it's understand your business biorhythms. In other words, the ebbs and flows of your natural business routine. You don't really want to be swimming against the tide, certainly not always. You know, you're much better up on the surfboard surfing with the tide. What I mean by that is we know that autumn is a really short, intense dash to Christmas. So we'll pretty much finish business. I think it's the 13th of December this year. We won't kick off again until the second week or towards the end of the second week of January. It only gives us really 3 months, and it's a really intense short burst. In that time, I'm going away for 10 days in Crete to work on some projects, maybe the book. We'll work that out near the time. We've also got a Dubai trip coming up right at the end of November. We've got some great stuff with the kids, some half term in there as well. Lots of work stuff. Quite a few speaking gigs. Big one next week, I think it is. We've got a couple the week after that. We've got some really big stuff we're talking about doing towards the end of the year. So it's going to be super intense, and we know that, and that's part of the reasons we have a pretty relaxed summer. This year, longer than most because the kids done their GCSEs and they were here a lot more than normal. But typically, we have a nice relaxed summer. We enjoy that period. We understand business is slow in terms of new business, but we recuperate and we're ready to absolutely smash it in autumn. And from really, this week we're starting to really turn the handle and wind it up. But really, from sort of next week all the way through to that second week in December, I'm going to be pretty much flat out. It's great, it's super intense, super rewarding, super focused, and it has that real cut-off of Christmas, which really gives you that deadline, that kind of finish line to really sprint for. Anyway, you may have a different set of biorhythms in your business. Maybe summer's busy and autumn's quiet. Maybe Christmas is busy for you if you do a lot of Christmas business. Anyway, understand the rhythms of your business, tap into that so you can get to go. If we had been pushing really hard through summer on new business, we'd have been fighting the tide a little bit. We'd be working twice as hard to get half as much. We'd be exhausted right now, and we'd miss the big waves for us that, sticking with the metaphor, the big waves which are going to hit the shoreline for us throughout September, October, and certainly a little bit into November. Anyway, understand your own biorhythms, tap into that. It just conserves your energy a little bit more. It means you don't have to keep fighting yourself, fighting the tide, right? That maybe works against you sometimes, where your clients are on holiday or business starts to go a little bit quiet over Christmas or summer. Tap into it, capitalize, right? Make hay while the sun is shining, recuperate, regroup, and get ready to absolutely smash it. That's what we're doing here at BBB Towers, and I urge you, if you're in business, to do the same yourself. Anyway, we're going to take the dogs for a walk. I'll probably check in with you later. If not, I'll see you in the morning. Hope you've had a productive day. Hope you've been successful doing whatever it is you've been doing today, and I'll check in with you in a little bit. Have a good one. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the day. It's 11:30. It's been a long one, actually. I can really start to feel those engines starting to rev up now, as I mentioned earlier. Tomorrow I'm going to be up first thing in the morning. I've got a one-to-one session to help a lady maximise potential out of her business. And then I've got a call, actually, pretty much straight after that to see how I can get involved and support a young enterprise initiative. I like getting in there. I like to help young people. I think more young people need to know that entrepreneurism is a career choice, right? Rather than thinking about a job per se. Certainly when I was at school, it was all about what job do you want to do, what do you want to be? It was all about what job, what function, what role. And I really think it's important that young people understand that entrepreneurism is a job, is a role, is a vocation in itself. And I'll support that wherever I can. So hopefully it's all really about making sure I can hit the dates, etc. But I'll share more of that with you once I've had the phone call. Fingers crossed I can make that work. It'd be really good to give back a little bit. And then it's all about planning. I've got a lot coming up. I've got a big 5-hour event in Success Groups I've got a plan for. I've got a lot of talks coming up I've got a plan for. So the whole of tomorrow afternoon is planning, and planning. Anyway, hope you've had a good day. Hope you've been successful doing whatever it is that you've been doing. I'll check in with you in the morning. Until then, as always, be successful.